Hello, and welcome to this video from Zenitel Academy. In this video we will give you an introduction to the IP speakers from Zenitel. The video is applicable to the following products: ceiling speaker, horn speaker, bidirectional projector speaker, cabinet speaker, and the horn speaker, long horn type. All speakers have a built-in 10-watt amplifier and a microphone. Before we can start to configure the speaker, we need to find its IP address. The speakers are connected directly to the network, and are powered from the network switch using PoE, Power over Ethernet. The IP speakers are by default set to obtain an IP address from the network. To find the speaker's IP address, you can use the IMT tool from Zenitel to scan an IP range. You can also activate an input by shorting the input to ground, simply by using a piece of wire, and the speaker will speak its IP address out loud.
2, 3, 4.
Now that the IP address is known, enter the address in the address bar of a web browser, and log in to the IP speaker. Remember to change the password from the default. The first step is to configure the network and account settings. From the main settings menu, select the mode of operation. Choose between ICX Alpha COM, SIP or Edge mode, depending on what type of server the IP speaker should register to. Select the correct speaker model. Here you also choose to use dynamic or static IP address. If the IP speaker is used in Edge mode, the speaker will automatically be discovered by the Edge controller, and the IP settings and account settings are managed from the Edge controller. When used in SIP mode, you need to create an account. Go to SIP configuration, account, and as a minimum enter a name, the SIP ID, and the IP address of the SIP server. Authentication username is also required, which often is the same as the SIP ID. If you are using the IP speaker in ICX Alpha COM mode, you need to enter the IP address of the ICX server, and the directory number of the IP speaker. You need to configure a corresponding setting in the ICX server, using the Alpha Pro configuration tool. After network and account settings are done, you should now be able to call to the speaker. When calling an IP speaker equipped with a microphone, the audio will initially be in the direction from the speaker towards the operator. The operator has to press the M key on his intercom to talk in the other direction. This is the default behavior when the speaker is used in Edge or SIP mode. If the IP speaker is used in ICX Alpha COM mode, this press-to-talk function must be configured. Start the Alpha Pro configuration tool, select the IP speaker from the Users and Stations list box, and select the button, Events. Insert a new event with the following properties. The microphone in the IP speaker is constantly measuring the ambient noise level, and the output volume level is adjusted accordingly.
This is private property. Please leave the premises immediately. This is private property. Please leave the premises immediately.
The automatic volume feature is enabled by default. You can verify this by going to the audio settings in the web interface of the speaker. If you enable Advanced Configuration mode, you can access AVC Advanced Settings. which among other things let you configure how quickly the output volume should change when the noise level changes. When the IP speaker is used in SIP or ICX alpha COM mode, the operation of the speaker can be automatically verified by a tone test feature. In SIP mode, the tone test is enabled from the web interface of the speaker. Go to Advanced SIP, Tone Test, and enable the test. The test will be executed when the speaker boots up, and then with the intervals specified. The result of the tone test is reported as SNMP traps. In ICX Alpha COM the tone test is controlled by the ICX server. From the Alpha Pro configuration tool, enable the tone test and specify what time of the day, or night, the test should be carried out. The result of the tone test is reported in syslog, and can also be reported to a supervisor intercom station.
Hi Peter, when do you think you finish the maintenance work on that motor?
Could you give me 15 more minutes? And could you ask someone to bring me a Phillips screwdriver, size number 3, please?
We will do that.
Thank you.
Attention, attention. The factory floor will start up in 1 minute. Hi Peter, everything clear for startup?
Everything clear? Go ahead.
Fine, we'll be starting. Hi Peter, is everything looking fine?
Yes, pressure is 70 millibar. Everything is okay.
Thanks, then we're back in operation.
Thank you for watching this video. For more information, please visit our web pages at zenitel.com, and our wiki pages at wiki.zenitel.com.